So for the weekly design challenge video this week, Jacob and I nearly didn't post these videos at all. We're both not happy with the sketches that we did, and we chatted about skipping this week and just hitting it next week. But I think it's important to show that not every sketch has to be a winner, and we're all learning at this at the same time. So just bear that in mind while you're watching this video. I'm not happy with my sketch. I haven't seen Jacob's sketch, and maybe he's being hard on himself, but he's not happy with his either. So just bear that in mind and know that it's a learning experience with every single sketch that we do. We're gonna get better. So let us know down in the comments any suggestions that you have, and thank you guys for understanding that we'll come back next week having learned so much. Anyway, here's the rest of the video. Hey, I'm Sam and I do design. Today I'm going to show you how to turn Spider-Man's butt into a climbing axe. So last week for the weekly design challenge, I sketched a nebulizer along with Jacob over on his channel. You can go and check out those videos down below. So this week we're doing exactly the same thing, both sketching the same weekly design challenge product, and it is a climbing axe. I'm going to show you how to use textures from images to give your products more of a pop. So let's jump straight into the iPad and get right into it. Okay, so we're back into Sketchbook Pro right now on the iPad, and you can see from the last video, don't forget I showed you how to use source images as underlays, and I'm doing exactly the same process in this video as well. So right now I'm just tracing over this image of a climber using some climbing axes, just going over the outlines and the main lines that you need to make sure you've got the form there, and some quick rocks to go down on there as well, and then just really quickly shading it in just to give it some form and just to pop it off the page just a little bit. And now this is where I start to ideate on the climbing axe itself. So I've put down some quick rough guidelines in there, and I'm just going over now with some really rough outlines, just trying to find the form, erasing some parts, adding some parts in, just really trying to find that form, ideating as I go along. And you'll see I'm just erasing whole parts and adding parts in, just a really rough as an underlay. And then as soon as that's done, I can drop the opacity back just a little bit and trace over it with the actual lines that I'll be using for the render. And this is the line drawing that's just a little bit cleaner to get a sharper line and a sharper outline. And then this is where Spider-Man comes into it. I want it to be a Spider-Man themed climbing axe, so I am searching for the texture on the suit, and in particular, if I can get hold of it, the Tom Holland one from the newest movies. And there we go, I've managed to find the belly of Spider-Man that I can just put in and use as the color for the background. And I'm just cleaning this up a little bit to try and take out some of the shadows from the actual image itself, and then I can start to add the highlights and shadows. And then this is where Spider-Man's butt comes into it. So the iPad stopped recording for the rest of the tutorial, and I don't have enough time to redo it and re-record it, so what I'm going to do is just take you through all of the layers that I've got going on, take you through what each of the layers mean and why I've got them, and then in another tutorial for something different further down the line, I will show you the process from start to finish, I promise. Okay, so what we're going to do now, guys, is just go through all of the layers that I've been using, and I'll turn them on and off individually, so you can see the layer build up and how I would normally do this if the screen recording carried on. I'm just adding in the different details in the top layer as well as the handle, the highlights and shadows. Once you've got the main textures down from the source images that we were using, it's all about just adding in shadows and highlights. There's nothing more to it because the textures are already giving it the color and the finish. We'll also add a circular vignette around the sides as well, and just shade that in a little bit to make it pop, and that holds the sketch together with the context shot as well. And that's it, ready to post to Instagram. So there it is, guys, that's how to turn Spider-Man into a climbing axe. I really hope you liked that video. Like I said, you can go and look at Jacob's video over on his channel. Let us know down in the comments which one you think sketched better. and I will see you guys next week for the same challenge. Bye.